America rejoices as we welcome 5 absolutely incredible new members into our great American family.
Coming up on Up with Krem, what you may have missed from night 2 of the Republican National Convention.
They won't be able to arrest students. That's probably the biggest thing.
And Spokane public school leaders want to replace campus resource officers.
I've had the opportunity to see how exposing kids to the natural world and showing how what they're learning in the classroom can be applied to a real life setting.
Well, this morning we're talking about how kids are learning about nature in a different way.
Up with Krem begins now.
If you want to win your fantasy league, pick me first. But if that's not convincing enough, Bud Light will send you a free case of beer if you do so. All you have to do is screenshot your pick, post it with hashtag Bud Light Minshew Draft and hashtag sweepstakes to enter. Pretty sweet, right?
Pretty sweet. Gardner Minshew, the former WSU QB and now the official starter for the Jacksonville Jaguars, wants you to know he is first-round material for your fantasy football team this year, and now he is willing to reward everyone who thinks the same. During your fantasy draft this year, if you pick him and tweet it, you will be entered to win a case of Bud Light. Jen, I think it's a great sell with this promo video that he's putting out. I love the music. Boy, I mean, I can see the argument there. Well, great opportunity to just continue to enjoy Gardner Minshew there. But let's see. Let's join in with the rest of the team here this morning. And yeah, I know that a lot of fantasy football fans are probably going to want to see this this kind of swagger brought to their fantasy football team. But yeah, love to know what you think as well. You can let us know, 509-448-2000, if you are a fantasy football fan, what you're planning on doing. All right, we're going to check in with Evan Narani as well. It is a special morning for you, Evan, 7:32 now. Let us know what's going on, not only with the forecast, but in your personal life as well.
I like that, like, anyone who doesn't know what's going on is probably like, why is he asking that? It is my last day here on the morning show. So saying goodbye to everyone who has been joining us on the team here for about 3 years now at Krem. So thank you to everyone who has invited me into their homes each morning. I feel very lucky to have been a part of it. So thank you. We'll be talking more about that. I'll be able to make an official goodbye in just a few minutes now. So excited for that and excited for the future. Let's take a look at what's going on for your forecast. It's a beautiful, beautiful Wednesday. Outside, 86 degrees this afternoon. Right now, we're kicking off the day with mainly temperatures in the 50s and low 60s, so a bit chilly in some spots. And when you factor in the breeze, it can feel a little colder. So 6-mile-an-hour sustained winds in Spokane and Coeur d'Alene, 3 in Deer Park, and 8 in Wenatchee. 3-day forecast keeps us at about the same temperature for tomorrow, so it's going to look almost identical to yesterday, and then tomorrow is going to look pretty similar too. Then we warm up just a few more degrees for Friday and your Saturday before a cool down comes into Sunday. So in just a few minutes, we'll talk more about what that looks like as we head toward your Sunday and how that's going to change things up in the Northwest. We'll also just take a look at what goes on through the rest of your work week coming up in just a bit. I'll send things back over to you, Joshua.
Very much, Evan. This morning's big story, Spokane Public School. Oh, hey, Jen, how's it going?
Hi, Joshua. Yeah, thank you. It is 7:33 now. Well, getting into this morning's top story here. Spokane Public School leaders want to replace campus resource officers. The school board passed a resolution to replace them with a new position called the Safety and Wellness Specialists. Now, the goal is to shift the focus of the job away from arrests and investigations and instead focus on preventing violence and crime. As it stands, the resource officers are not police, but they are hired directly by the district. But they do have commissions with the Spokane Police Department. It means they can arrest students, take them to jail, investigate crimes, and file reports directly to SPD.
They won't have the Spokane Police Commission, so they won't have attributes of law enforcement. They won't be wearing a uniform, is the direction we're thinking about. They won't be able to arrest students. That's probably the biggest thing.
Now, under the new plan, there will be 12 specialists, the same number as school resource officers, and those already employed can be retained as specialists. Now, this debate on the school resource officers program sparked last year. It followed some criticism of an officer's use of force during a fight at Ferris High School. Now, the conversation returned this summer after nationwide demonstrations against racial injustice. Now, the school board says it is committed to achieving racial equity in a variety of ways, including by ending the practice of school employees arresting students. While the plan is in motion, it may take some time to take effect. Current resource officers will stay in their current roles. And SPS leaders will discuss that topic at their next meeting. That's coming up on Friday. Dana Marie?
Thank you so much, Jen. Taking a look at what's trending this morning. President Trump's family took center stage during night 2 of the Republican National Convention. The president's daughter, Tiffany, and son, Eric, spoke highly of their father, talking about his past successes and why they believe he deserves re-election. Tiffany spoke about what it felt like to graduate law school during the pandemic. She says, like a lot of recent graduates, she knows what it's like to search for a job right now. She also spoke about the damaging effects of misinformation and the way that it can hurt our country. She says this misinformation system keeps people mentally enslaved to the ideas they deem correct. She says this current climate has fostered unnecessary fear and divisiveness among us. Eric Trump also spoke. He spoke about the last 4 years and the movement after his father took office. He said, quote, "Our movement followed the pattern of so many that came before us. First, we were ignored. Then we were laughed at. Then they fought us, and then together we won." In a powerful moment from the night, the president fully pardoned a man from Las Vegas. The man, John Ponder, was joined by his wife in a tearful moment as the president signed that pardon. As the last beacon to speak last night, First Lady Melania Trump. She spoke about the ways our lives have changed since the pandemic. She says since March, our lives have drastically changed. The visible enemy, COVID-19, swept across our beautiful country and impacted all of us. She says, "My deepest sympathy goes out to everyone who has lost a loved one, and my prayers are with those who are ill or suffering."
There are no words to describe how honored, humbled, and fortunate I am to serve our nation as your First Lady. After many of the experiences I've had, I don't know if I can fully explain how many people I take home with me in my heart each day.
The First Lady gave her speech in the newly renovated Rose Garden. Over the weekend, we saw some video comparing the two to Manitoba Rose Park and the newly renovated White House Rose Garden. So if you take a look at your screen right now, you can see those two compared side by side. And of course, we might be a little bit biased here because Manitou is right in our backyard, but what do you guys think? I don't know, I just love flowers and especially rose gardens, and they look, you can't even tell the difference when they're up close.
Yeah, Dana Marie, as soon as you said that we were showing them both side by side, I didn't know which one was happening. I didn't know which one was which.
And, you know, if you haven't gotten over to Manitou Park this summer yet to take a look at those beautiful roses and learn a little bit about those flowers, you definitely should. But, yeah, what a beautiful way to start our morning, taking a look at those rose gardens here in our area and then also at the White House. Jen?
All right, Dana Marie, thank you so much. A gorgeous view there. It is 7:38 now, and today is a very bittersweet day here on Up with Krem. It is Evan's last day with us here on the show. So our very own Tom Sherry has a message for our favorite morning weathercaster.
Hey, Evan, I just wanted to say congratulations on all your success. We are going to miss you greatly here at KREM 2, but my gosh, you're going to San Diego. You're going to fit in there like a glove. You're a super talented guy. I'm a big fan, and I hope to see you in the future, and just know that we're so proud of you, and we're certainly going to miss you, and we wish you continued good luck and great success. You're going to kill it down in San Diego.